The seated row is an essential strength training exercise for building a strong and balanced back by targeting your lats, rhomboids, and rear delt, the muscles that improve your posture and support shoulder health, making everyday movements like lifting, carrying, pulling that much easier and that much safer. So if you want to benefit from the seated row, all you have are long loop resistance bands like these. Here is how you can replicate the results of a cable seated row at home. In this video, I'll break down the form, introduce you to your new best friend for at-home cable machine exercises, and show you how to make the exercise heavier to find your perfect resistance. Let's get into it. Now, when you picture a seated row, you obviously have the resistance or cable anchored at a certain point, and you still need that to replicate it at home. Now, you can put your resistance band around a sturdy pole. Of course, be safe, choose something secure. But if you don't want to do that, let me introduce you to the door anchor. This little guy here will transform any door into an adjustable cable machine. To set up your seated row, you're going to take your door anchor, put the foam piece on the other side of the door, close the door, and I want it at knee height when you're standing. You will be left with a loop on one end, and this is the anchor point for your seated row. So we have our band. I'm gonna drop that and focus on the seated part. Facing your door anchor, you're gonna wanna sit with a bend in your knee and heels on the ground. I don't want too much of a bend where your elbows are hitting your knee, okay? If you have a riser, it doesn't require as much hip mobility, which will allow your knees to be a little lower and give you a good range of motion. So now we're seated on the ground, comfortable position. Grabbing your resistance band, I want you to move away from the door anchor so that there is zero slack on the band, right when you're at this point of leaning forward. Be honest with yourself, okay? So just move away from the door anchor until you feel that pull, or grab higher up on the band. Grab the band with both of your hands and your thumbs up. Sit with a straight spine. Roll your shoulders back, and then you're gonna hinge forward. Feel that pull, and you're going to pull the band towards your belly button. Not up here, down here. Slow and controlled, holding at the back for a second, driving your elbows, feeling the squeeze of your shoulder blades together behind you. If this is too light for you, grab higher up on the resistance band and create more tension on the band. If space allows, just shimmy back, layer your bands for some extra resistance, or you could choose a heavier band. Or instead of doing that long loop arrangement in the door anchor, if you feed your resistance band halfway through the door anchor like this, creating almost two handles set up in the same way for that seated row. And that is it. Apply progressive overload by continuing to increase resistance as your back gets stronger. If you enjoyed this style of video, if you want more exercises broken down, how to replicate them using resistance band, like this video, drop a comment below with any exercises you want to see. Enjoy the back gains. See you next time on the mat.